Hello guys, it's Brett here. Welcome back to another episode of War of the Human Tanks Alter. We're continuing where we left off last time. We just beat that human train tank. I guess you would just call it a human tank, or human train? Human train tank? I don't even know. So Pishu, it finally stopped. Armored train. It's too huge of a target. It would be a huge help if we had one, but to think it fell into enemy hands. The enemy is retreating. Alright, after them. Should we advance as well? No, we'll stand by here. Well, why? Because winning isn't the lieutenant's role. Yeah, surprised you knew, Ellie. Huh? If Alter took command of the pursuit, the same thing will happen again if she dies. Meaning, what exactly? Right now, what this kingdom needs is victory under the kingdom's flag. Unless you want to take Kurara's place, Megumin. Take revenge for Her Majesty. Don't let a single tank escape. Roger! The left wing's artillery tanks have been taken out by the enemy's shock troops. Don't falter. Send in the remaining assault tanks. Everyone. See? Our royal army is doing great. An army not led by Alter Matsuyuki Shiro of the royal army. I see. So that's how it is. They can hold their own without me. Even if Alter didn't want to do any work. Cover's blown. Well done, Ellie. But we figured out what the Imperial Army's goal is. Goal? Did you forget about the mission given to Matsuru Kishiro Company? What was it? The order itself has little meaning now, but our mission was to eliminate the traitor of the Royal Army. Oh, right. The Imperial Army's true goal wasn't about mixing royal tanks within their ranks to confuse us. Ah, I see. The kingdom's experimental tank, Gecko, and armored train, Tora. Their goal was to make those insane tanks based on the kingdom's technology. Our kingdom had more advanced fusing technology after all. Fusing technology. Are they going to make something even larger than the train we just fought? Fusing tanks isn't that simple. That train is probably the largest they can get. I hope so. Let's just trust what she says. Then, the trainer tank has to be someone familiar with the human tank engineering. So maybe someone from the engineering bureau? Or perhaps the person who developed the tanks. It's neither of those. Rudu, where the heck did you come from? Rudu, where are you? Second Lieutenant, this tank. I have something to report. It's an Imperial shock tank. Why is it here? No. Huh? I made this tank. It's an Imperial shock tank called Pochi. She's part of our company. Oh, I see. These Imperial tanks are so great. That steel helmet in particular is fantastic. So, what did you mean by neither of those? Do you have a lead to the traitor or something? I just saw the enemy commander while infiltrating the Imperial Army. From what she told us, is it okay if I talk about it here? What is it? Don't stall. Well, it's him. When I showed her a photo, she pointed to him. I see. Alter, do you know this person? It can't be. If it's really him, then he could get information on experimental tanks easily without being familiar with human tanks. Alter. Katana. Kurara Ikura's brother. Katana Ikura. Then he's royalty. Katana is the traitor? The armored train duel was destroyed. This is her brother. This is creepy. What? He looks really, really creepy. What is wrong with him? Katana, how should we proceed from here? Everything up until now was just as planned. Continue on as per the design. Yes, sir. We've bought ourselves enough time. Katana gazes at the royal army, fervently chasing down the fleeting troops from above. His eyes are like that of a mother watching over her child. Soon, you will all be free. He has been waiting, and now the time is almost ripe. Is it time for battle? Time for what? Time to buy stuff? Time to cash in our supplies for some human tank? Ka-ching? Okay. Let's go ahead and develop some tanks. If there's anything good to develop, this mortar might be good. Let's get a mortar. We want that mortar. More assault tanks are always good. And that's all we care about, really, I think. I don't know what's the difference between these. I make both of them. Because who cares? Alright, let's go on to the next episode then. The military officers of the Kingdom of Japan are given barracks according to their accomplishments. As human tanks only follow orders from their superiors, the barracks are almost always joined with their unit's base. The more one accomplishes, the more luxurious their base becomes. However, a luxurious base is not always the best. I think the higher-ups are mistaking luxury for something else. Why so? Didn't they give you such a great base? When you hear luxury, you expect things like chandeliers and huge beds and butlers and such. Your definition of luxury is shallow. But aren't you royalty? There are all kinds of royalty, but we're not talking about our values here. The higher ups seem to think large is supposed to equal luxurious. A whole apartment building. There's nobody else but me living here. This is just a huge waste of resources. This room can only be targeted from the apartment on the other side. That means that you can deal with snipers if you're ever targeted by one. No, I'm quite sure that's not why I was given this base. Too bad. They probably just had an empty building sitting around. What's the point of having so many empty rooms if not a single one is fancy? It also makes getting outside a pain. Fellow tanks, we will now begin the special training routine designed by none other than me, Ruru. The tanks sure are full of energy. I can see the compassion in Alder's eyes as she watches over the tanks. That's because there are Imperial tanks with helmets. Ruru, what should we begin with? Helmet girl, you're a new Imperial tank, aren't you? Yes, my name is Asai. The battles from here on will be getting colder and colder. Oh, I don't like the cold. You, don't act like such a wimp. We must bear this cold so that we can be of use to our commander. Bear the cold? Especially the snow. The snow. Everything is the snow's fault. Rudu seems kinda mad. Oh, our next battlefield is at the White Cloister. So we're going to simulate the upcoming battle. Exactly, we must make this cruel white devil our ally, lest we lose. You mean, that's why? We're going to have a snowball fight. For real, Ruru? You know what, I'm proud of her. What better way to prepare for a battle than with a snowball fight? Take your training seriously. It's okay, let them. But they won't get the training they need. By using snowballs as mock ammo, we can save on ammunition. That sounds convincing, but it doesn't change the fact that it still doesn't help. You're too strict, Megumin. Huh? Really? Megumin, try approaching this from another angle. What do you mean? What needs to be done to improve the performance of the tanks? Improve their performance? Well, you can equip them with new modules or develop new tanks. Exactly. Which means that even if human tanks took their training seriously, it won't improve their performance at all. Oh, now that you mention it, but playing has a positive effect. It's not good to leave them stressed. Take this! Boom, what? Now you've done it! I'm not sure this is how snowball fights are supposed to go. As far as I know, snowballs aren't bombs. That doesn't hurt at all. Call me crazy, but I think I'm hearing sounds that shouldn't be heard in a normal snowball fight. See, Megumi gets it. Someone listen to her. Well, human tanks are 10 times more powerful than humans, so that's what happens when they get together. There's nothing to lose, only to gain, so we might as well let them be. I'm pretty sure they lose tanks if they die. That's how it works. Eat this! Clang. That's not fair. I've prepared these just for a situation like this. You cheater! Alter, you're having a snowball fight with your helmets. What? Oh, it's going down now. Hey, what do you think you're doing with my precious helmets? The commander rushed in. Hold up, especially you, Dudu. Yeah, your eyes are scary. It's nice and quiet. A relaxing break. I wonder how the Northern Front is faring. The kingdom and empire are at a standstill because of the Imperial Army's overwhelming attack at the White Cloister. And it's been like that for 3 days, hasn't it? Welcome back. Ha, ha, ha. That was tiring. They came at me for real. You're probably the only person who can come out of a serious snowball fight with human tanks, thinking of it as nothing more than tiring. Anyone else would die. They're stupid and just charged head-on towards me, so dodging them was easy. I'm going to make stronger tanks next time. So, what are our plans? For the White Cloister? If the stalemate continues, what we need to end it would be information. Information? Should I send a scout to the White Cloister? No, the White Cloister might not be it. By that, you mean I want information on the whereabouts of Katana Ikura and Kurara Ikura. So, you think that even if you take control of the White Cloister, nothing will change? Well, I also want information that would help in taking control, but if we can't apprehend Katana, then the situation is only going to become worse. Oh, of course. There's no guarantee that Katana is at the White Cloister. Ha ha ha. You mix things up again, Megumin. Well then, I've decided where our next destination should be in order to get the information we need. Let's go to the hot springs. What? Hot springs? What? Okay. Sure. Episode 4, Incident at Kusatsu Spa. Okay, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Hoping to get these out on a more regular schedule. So excuse me for that. But I'm hoping to finish this game off pretty soon. So hopefully that happens and I don't slack off too much. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my other Human Take videos if you missed those. And yep, like the video, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Have a wonderful day.